All right, well, I accidentally hit a key for part one, so that's fine. It was 30 minutes, so we're going into part two. And I was talking about, before I hit the key that stopped the previous video, so I'm just going to create a video to go with it, part two. We're talking about what's going on with the H table and the index status. So I'm going to be careful with my keys. So essentially, when the Washington goes in, and the hash key function basically puts the Washington object here because it hashed down to 0. And then this index status turns to a 1. If it was to the hash function returned a 3, then Washington would have gone here, and 1 would have gone here, and that means that these slots are empty for another state to be put in. So that's kind of how the hash table array and the index status array work. Okay, so the things that you need to do now are the search, the isItem_, the retrieve, the remove, and the print. So I may do the print for you. That will be part of today probably, because this is all working now. It's doing quadratic probing. We've added everything. We've got it working. But what you can do is we can force it, force a collision to happen. So let's actually go back to main here, and let's run it and see if we do get a collision. Okay. Looks like we got problems. So logic errors. So let's see what happens here. Let's do the system pause at least. Okay, so essentially, yeah, we had collisions, and we didn't really make anything to deal with that, and that's what went wrong. So nothing bad there. Everything's working good. The table is full. We wouldn't get that. The larger the table is, the more space we have to deal with collisions. So there's not a problem there. It looks like maybe when we do a delete, we're having some issues, but don't worry about that. It's probably in the deconstructor of the hash table. Probably in here. Right here somewhere. Right in here and here. That probably needs to be looked at. It's interesting that it didn't happen on the last one. You may need to get these out of the deconstructor. Get this out of the deconstructor and move it somewhere else to make it behave a little bit better. Or look into what the book has to say for the fix. The last thing I'm going to give you is the print. So what the print is going to do is the print is going to actually, and you guys will do the search, the isItem_, retrieve, remove, maybe fix this little error that we got going on when the program's done. But what the print's going to do is it's going to go, and it's going to start at 0, and it's going to go all the way to the length of the table. But the only time we're going to print something is if the index status list, if the index status list says that there's something at that element. So if this is equal to, I believe they set it to 1 when they find one. So let's look at the code. Yeah, so they set it to 1 when they put an item inside of the actual hash table. So what we're going to do here is we're going to say, hey, is that slot in the hash table full? If it is, then let's go ahead and print that. So we're going to see out the hash table and that actual index. Now this is kind of interesting because we're doing this in the hash table, but our element type, we're outputting the element type. What we're doing there is we're outputting the state data, but we haven't told the state data how to behave with the cout. So what we have to do is we have to do what's called overloading the cout operator, and it's a bit of a stinker. So let's actually go back to main, and we're going to call the print. This is all we need for the print. In fact, we might want to put an end line here. Okay, so what we need to do now is we need to tell the state data how to work with cout, because right now this is generic element type, and it doesn't know how to output a state data. If this element type was an integer, this code would work totally fine, no problems. We wouldn't need to overload the cout operator. It knows how to output an integer, but the cout does not know how to output a state data. So that's why we have to overload the cout operator for state data. Okay, so this is kind of fun stuff that you can do in your project. What we're going to do is we're going to go here and do a quick search for C++ overload cout. Here we go. Looks like it's already in line. I like that. This right here. I don't think we need to send it. Let's actually comment this out, because I might be changing this a little bit. Because if we're inside the object, we don't need to send it the object we want to output. We'll see if this will work first. We'll do is this name, this capital. And since we're already doing an inline in the other print, I think we'd be fine. But you know what? I would actually do an inline here. That way we can remove the one over here. Okay. Oh, we didn't call print, did we? And we still got that error. I'm leaving that one up to you guys. Okay, so we got to go to main and we got to do mytable.print. Cross those fingers. Oh, you stinker. Of course, we may need to put it outside. Or make it a friend inside, one or the other. Let's actually put it outside. And it's just going to be just essentially not even tied to state data. We're just telling the cout how to output a state data. We'll see if we can't get it working this way. I would probably play around with a little more to get it to work in line. Which I've done. I just, let's not take the time right now. This is going to be state data. And take this guy, put it in here, and we'll do dt dot and dt dot. Oh, of course. So yeah, since we're outside now, we can't have access. So we're gonna just be doing get name, and this will be the end line after this, and that'll be good enough. You'll have to do accessors for the other ones. Oh, that looks like it's by reference. And get rid of constant first thing I do like to do. Okay. Okay. Oh, there we go. Nice and neat. Okay, of course you're going to be doing everything as outlined in your assignment, but you have a good skeleton to start with from these two videos. I do fix this. That's going to be in the order that you delete them. Probably just take it out of the deconstructor and put it into a function. You call it into the program. Or there may be another reason for it. Usually you go in order of creation. Interesting. I'm wondering if this, that's where the problem's at. But, I've given you quite a bit for this assignment and connected a lot of the dots for you. So we're going to go ahead and call it good for this chapter on videos. This will get you well on your way for your assignment. And I will post these now. Thank you.